Hey, what's up everyone? It's Cliff from Trail Grid Pro. Really excited to be back with you. Today, we've got a 2018 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport in the shop today, and we're gonna put in one of our Sony 7000 bundles, which is already put together, ready to drop in this 2018 Toyota Tacoma, pre-wired, assembled. I'm gonna show you how you can put it in your Tacoma in your garage. All right guys, we're bringing this install video today live from Frederick Auto Detailing here in the heart of Frederick, Maryland, owned by Brian Rathbon, who takes a super consultative approach to auto detailing. If you're looking for a premier hand washing, all the way up to, let's say, a full interior, exterior detail, including an IGL coatings, ceramic coating, Frederick Auto Detailing is the place to go. Again, they take a full consultative approach. We'll walk you through everything. And this can also include a full comprehensive plan for maintaining and protecting your vehicle for years to come. All right guys, the only tools that you need for this install, a 10mm socket wrench, it could be manual or powered, a panel tool, and a small flathead screwdriver. All right guys, to get started, we can just actually remove this piece right here. It all pops right off. All right, so we've got that there. We can put it down. We have 4 10mm bolts just right behind the dash that we need to remove. So we'll get started on those. So a little pro tip, you can take the extension off the actual socket wrench and just kind of twist here. They come out a little easier. Put these in the cup holder. It's always a safe place to hold them while we're taking these out. And I recommend taking off the 2 bottoms and then work on the tops. All right, we've got the 4 bolts out, so then it's just gonna actually pull straight out. And there are several connections here in the back, which literally we just need to remove all the connections. Some of them are more difficult than others, so the reason we've suggested a small flathead screwdriver is you can use it to compress some of the tabs to get out a little bit easier. So I'm going to work on that right now for some of the more difficult ones. All right guys, we've got the fully assembled Sony 7000 dash kit right here. Already mounted in the dash kit. All the pre-wiring is done. As you can see here on the back, everything is ready. In this application, we're going to be retaining a rear camera, and we are actually going to also be maintaining the factory USB location. This system also is a amplified system, and our bundle will work perfectly whether you have a amplified or non-amplified Toyota Tacoma. All right, first thing that we're going to do is included in your kit will be a adapter to retain your factory USB location. So we're going to go ahead and plug that in. So then we're just going to be literally matching plugs. That's pretty much all we have to do here. In your kit, it'll say specifically which plugs that you need to plug in, but literally you're just matching plugs. Okay, we're going to plug in our USB adapter into USB 1. That's what you'll want to plug in for your Apple CarPlay Android Auto connection, which will connect right down to your factory USB location. We've plugged in the rear camera connection here. In this application, we plugged in the 3 connectors. Now we just need to do the antenna for AM/FM. All right, guys, so we have the microphone mounted right here in front of the gauge cluster. It doesn't cover any of the gauges at all. The reason it's there, a lot of people will put it up here. The reason it's here is because it's right in front of your mouth. So when you're speaking, it's literally right there. And also up here, sometimes it's affected by road noise. So especially when it's raining or on the highway. So to make sure that your voice commands are picked up efficiently, we put it down here. And then what we've done is we've routed the wire down here. There's a little panel right here which we popped loose, and that gives you access to run it back behind here, behind the vent, and then we can route it and plug it into the back of the head unit, which we're going to take care of right now. All right, so we've got that plugged in. All right, we've got all the connections made, so let's go ahead and put this in place and we'll begin our test. And you can just gently guide the wires into place and behind so that you can smoothly put in the head unit. All right, we've got everything in place. We're going to run through a test right now. I've plugged in an iPhone, so we're going to run through a CarPlay test as well. Okay, so Sony's booting up right here. Great, we've got power. I click that. I could hear the click, so clearly we have sound. And then CarPlay launches right here. Steering wheel controls are working, which are great. And we can skip songs, which is fantastic. Great. All right, so that all works. Let's do a AM/FM test. Let's find a real station.
State of good repair, sort of like how
Well, we clearly have AM/FM. It's a
and then
local station here, so it's not music, but we can clearly hear that we get a reception. It's not static, so we're good there. All right, so let's do a backup camera test right here. All right, man, we're good. That's the garage right there, but you can clearly see that the backup camera is retained. And what you'll notice usually is there's additional grids added to this backup camera, which are great for safety as well. So that works, so we're good to go. Let's wrap this baby up. Okay, let's begin with reassembly. We're just gonna put in our 10mm bolts, and you can start kind of putting them in place with your fingers. Alright, and this doesn't need to be super tight, just get them nice and tight. And then, lastly, all we're doing is putting on the dash panel right back where it came from. Alright, everything is in place, and we are done, and that looks awesome. One of the best things about this, other than getting Apple CarPlay, Android Auto capability, web link, screen mirroring, is it looks like it's supposed to be there. It looks like it could have come right from the factory like this. So you keep the same vehicle, in this case, a 2018 awesome TRD Sport Toyota Tacoma, and you get to add a very high-powered Sony 7000, which is packed with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. All right, now that we've got everything in place, let's just go ahead and fire up accessory power. All right, so Sony starts up there, looks fantastic. So we were on AM FM here. Of course, you have AM FM. Asking me if I want to change to CarPlay, yes. So in CarPlay, I mean, let's face it, if you're an Apple user or an Android user, that's one of the huge reasons why you're making this swap, because you want to be able to have the technological conveniences of 2020 and 2021. So the home screen of Apple CarPlay, again, you can change the background of this to literally whatever you want. This is the standard background here. But as you can see, you have access to your phone, your music through Apple Music, Apple Maps, your messages. This is what's now playing, audiobooks. And there's tons of apps which are Apple CarPlay compatible, and same for Android users as well. In this case, Apple users also have access to Google Maps and Waze. You also have access to tons of music apps. So if you're not an Apple Music user, Amazon Music, Spotify, Pandora, as long as it's on your phone, it'll show here on the home screen. Also, Sirius XM users, you can just download the app to your phone and it'll show on your home screen, and you can just access your Sirius XM account that way. Of course, like I said, navigation is a huge one. All right, so we're going to do a Siri test here. So we're going to use our steering wheel controls, the voice to talk button. Hey Siri, take us to 123 Main Street.
Getting directions to 123 North Main Street, Woodsboro.
Perfect. So there is Siri working to get us directions from where we are, and then you can use, this is Apple Maps in this this example, but like I said, you have access to Google Maps and Waze, which is fantastic. Music here, like we talked about. All your settings are right here. You can change to always dark appearance. You can change your wallpaper. You can make it real custom, which is pretty cool. Earlier I mentioned Sirius XM, and I said if you download the app to your phone, you can have it here on the screen. That does use a cellular connection. So on the website, for people that want that satellite connection, we do have a Sirius XM add-on that you can opt for at checkout, and that way you'll still maintain your satellite signal. All right, guys, well, that wraps this up. Pretty easy install, as you have now witnessed. Again, we will be offering this bundle on the website for Toyota Tacomas. If you're curious to see how we put these wiring harnesses together, I'll link to the video above, which shows you exactly how we do all the wiring, soldering, shrink wrapping, and Tessa taping to get the harness all ready for when it hits your doorstep. If you like what you saw today, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Follow along on this journey. We'd greatly appreciate it. You can also check us out online, www.trailgridpro.com, of course on Facebook and Instagram. I'll link the product page to this bundle below in the description so that you can go check out more details about it. Really appreciate you guys following along today with this install. Any questions, leave a comment below. I'd be happy to respond to anything, and we look forward to seeing you next time.